Another great recipe from Taste of Home magazine. This is their Celebrate Spring issue, and today I'm making a Feta Shrimp Skillet. We're going to ask everybody to please bring it in to everyone so they can sample it. Now, this recipe was submitted by Sonali Ruder, and she joins us from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Hi, Sonali. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Fine. Tell us a little bit about yourself, good doctor.
Okay, well, I'm actually an ER doctor, and I'm also a culinary school graduate. I have my own food blog called The Foodie Physician, and I also develop recipes, and I'm a cookbook author. I recently moved from New York City to Fort Lauderdale, and I'm happily married, and I have a 10-month-old baby girl, Sienna.
Well, oh my gosh! I mean, you're slacker. I mean, it's like not only are you a wife, a mother, a food blogger, you have your own cookbook, but you save lives in the ER. I mean, come on. You're amazing. Right. That's
well, I have a lot of help. I have a wonderful husband who helps me with all of it.
That always helps.
Is he standing right there telling you to say that?
No.
I knew it. I knew it.
How did you end up getting so interested in cooking in the first place?
Well, I actually started cooking when I was doing my residency training in ER. It was a great way to relieve the stress, you know, after a hard day's work. And I started cooking a ton, entering a lot of cooking contests and doing really well. And after a few years, I decided to take everything one step further, and I enrolled in culinary school, which I loved. And it was actually while I was a student that I started my food blog, The Foodie Physician. And I use my culinary and my medical backgrounds to help create recipes that are healthy and full of flavor.
Wow. So that's what we're going to be cooking here today, right? With this feta shrimp. Now, you were picked out. I'm going to start cooking here, and I'm going to ask you about what it was like to be how you submitted it into Taste of Home. But the first thing I want to do is we start with a little bit of olive oil, and we have some onion that we've sauteed here. And to that, we're going to add garlic. I noticed there's a lot of garlic in here.
Yes, I love garlic. If you don't like garlic, you can cut it down, but I think you can't go wrong with too much garlic.
No, and then we have a little bit of salt.
You guys like?
Yeah.
Good.
Very good.
We have a little bit of salt and pepper and then some dried oregano, and we're going to just saute this for about 1 minute longer because we don't want to burn the garlic that's in here. Now to this, after it's sauteed for a bit, we're going to add some diced tomatoes with the juice in them, all right? Yes, Bucky's already saying it's delicious. Ooh, look at that. Now, we're going to cook this down. This is going to take a little bit, so it'll cook down nice and dense. And then I'm going to add some white wine.
I'll have some of that.
Okay, there.
Yeah.
Thank you. There you go. Enjoy.
Oh, that's fun.
Wow.
Brussels Santé, okay.
Is there a secret ingredient, or is there a secret?
It's right here. I'm holding it right there.
Well, that's
I got it right here. Yeah, it's not a secret. We're going to reduce it until it's slightly thickened. I put some wine in it. It's just a quarter cup, but I just put just a dash more. All right, and then now it's going to cook down, and it's going to look like this when it's finished. It's going to be thick. So right here, I'm going to put the shrimp, and this is deveined shrimp, and it's all they took the tails and the vein, and also the we peeled it, the shells. Thank you very much. And I'm going to put this in here. Now this is going to cook. I'm going to ask you right now, Doctor, how did you submit this to Taste of Home magazine?
You know, I submitted it originally as part of a contest. It didn't actually win a contest, but they ended up publishing in the magazine. So I really love this dish because it's really easy to make, as you can see, and it's really good for you. And, you know, the whole thing comes together in one skillet, which makes for really easy cleanup and less dishes to wash at the end of the day.
Well, you won our contest.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure. Well, boy, Mark, you just inhaled that.
I know. Well, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to. I don't eat TV. I eat TV.
Doctor, I put the raw shrimp in here, and I see in your recipe it says for about 5 or 6 minutes, and I think any longer than that, what will happen to the shrimp?
Yeah, you definitely don't want to overcook the shrimp. They'll get tough and rubbery. Shrimp are actually really great, healthy food to make for a quick weeknight meal because they only take a few minutes to cook. It's very fast to make, and if you buy them already peeled and deveined, it'll make it even easier.
Oh, yeah, it is so much easier. Yeah. So, all right, so look how, can you see that? Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous? We have some rice here in a bowl. I suppose you can serve it over pasta too, right, Doctor, if you wanted to?
Yeah,
a little bit of pasta?
You can do pasta, you can do orzo. I like to serve it with crusty bread on the side to definitely soak up all of the delicious sauce.
Yeah. Now, I notice you have a little bit of feta cheese on here. A little bit of feta, and again, we have some fresh parsley. Look what a beautiful dish that is. Lovely. Would you guys like some more of this here?
Well,
Look at that, Mark, have some more. Okay. So we moved it from the heat. We sprinkled it with some feta cheese. We let it stand until the cheese softens just a little bit, and we're ready to serve. And we want to thank you so much for sharing your food blog, what you do, your family with us, and also this wonderful recipe from Taste of Home magazine.